What's up, guys? Colin from DecoNetwork, and we're back at Atlantic City this time with my man Zach. We're gonna do another walk around the show and check it out. This show is not as big as Long Beach, but there's still a good amount to see here.
Absolutely. I mean, Long Beach is on the west coast. We're in the very far east, so It all comes down to what's convenient to the user, and there is a lot of great stuff here. Not as big as Long Beach, but still a lot to learn. So yeah, let's go walk the floor, Colin.
Let's do it. So we're right here at the entrance, and we're gonna start to our left and see what we can find.
So again, tons of different vendors here, everything from equipment to apparel suppliers to contract decorators. One of the most popular new types of transfers from the last few years is Supacolor. Supacolor is hoppin'. What Supacolor really started doing right off the bat was they came out with one of the first hybrid transfers. So what they do is they'll print CMYK using a digital ink and printer, and then they'll run it underneath a screen press, and it'll screen print that one color. So instead of printing 4 or 6 colors to create a full color image, they're really just burning one screen, and it gives you a lot of flexibility, especially in a low run. I mean, you don't want to burn 6 colors for a 1-color print. The detail that an ink, that digital printer can hold is often a lot finer than most of your screen print. Now again, a lot of screen printers can do it, but it's often easier just to outsource the transfer and then let, just heat press it. And the detail in here is just simply amazing. We have seen it that Supacolor is extremely popular, not just here in the States, a lot of people in Australia, the UK, everybody knows who Supacolor is. Overnight, they became a sensation. Very similar to what Ryanette did years ago with screen printing. They just create great content, great word of mouth, and everybody loves Supacolor. So it is, again, one of those newer decoration processes that's hit the industry. Always remember that every decoration process has a time and place. There is no such thing as one replacing another. They all have a time and place, and the hybrid screen print transfer is when, again, you have a lot of colors and you need a lot of pieces, because it's combining the best of both worlds between digital printing and screen printing. So check out Supacolor, and you will find other transfer providers that are using that same technology. Check out 5Bs. So what's cool about 5Bs, 2,000 square feet. Right now, 225,000 square feet. These guys are actually located in my county in Ohio. You guys are what, in Licking? Zanesville, well, Muskingum County. Okay, neighboring county. How many heads do you have in embroidery? 400. 400 embroidery heads. How many auto screen print presses? 10 automatics. 5Bs is where you would outsource orders. You don't want to screen print 10,000 pieces, embroider thousands. You hit them up, they'll take care of it for you.
Very cool.
And we're going to visit you and make a cool video and then send you guys some new business.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys. Kind of excited to see their shop because
they have a nice facility, to say the least.
Very big, very, very big.
Obviously, M&R has got a big
center of the room
setup.
I mean, when you talk about quality screen printing, M&R is what comes to mind. Everybody agrees with it. And what's really cool about M&R as well is it's not just your traditional screen printing. Very similar to what we just saw with Supacolor. They're using technology to their advantage. So over here we actually have a digital squeegee machine. So very similar, except it's kind of reverse order that Supacolor was doing. So Supacolor first does a CMYK, and then they put that white underbase because it's a transfer that's mirrored that then gets heat pressed. Whereas M&R is printing directly onto the garment. So we first screen print that white underbase. So you'll see here, we're screen printing the white, and then it's going underneath here, and it's dropping the CMYK. So just like Supacolor, one screen, except that screen is the first thing that happens, then it goes goes into this fancy, essentially DTG printer that completes the job. And the results are amazing.
Yeah, let's take a look at the other side.
The machine isn't cheap, but it is some really cool technology. And Colin, you got one of these earlier. If you remember, had a totally different color scheme on the shoe.
Right.
So they use that same white underbase, and then they choose what color scheme they wanted to print on it.
Right. Yeah, they had about 10 different colors.
It's a full color image. And the funny thing was, you brought it over to me and you're like, what is this method? And I knew what it was because I've been around a lot of this equipment. The quality is amazing. Just like with every decoration process, while they've been around for a long time, the technology is always evolving. And with every one of these processes, we're introducing the computer portion of it. Because, screen printing's been around for decades. It's it's stencil printing. You burn a screen, you drag the ink through it, and that's it. But it's a spot color process, very similar to embroideries. Embroidery is a spot color process. Every color in the design must need its color. That's not even true anymore. In the last 3 years, they came out, Color Reel is here. So what they're doing is they're dyeing the thread as it's being sewn. It allows you to create a full color design for embroidery instead of using 10 different colors to do it. Now, back in the day with screen printing, not back in the day, you can do process printing with screen printing. You can do spot process. So essentially, you're using CMYK inks to create a full color graphic. But again, it doesn't always make sense to burn 4 or 6 screens or more just to create a design when you can use a digital squeegee or Supacolor technology to accomplish the same thing.
Right.
So, show is kind of winding down. We're in the last hour here in day 2. Again, lots of cool technology, equipment, blanks, suppliers, and everything in between. Right here we have Wilcom America. Wilcom is known as the digitizing software. If you haven't already, check out Wilcom Workspace. Great product. I mean, incredibly great product, very cheap. So Wilcom traditionally will allow you to convert a design to being digitized, so then you can take the machine and sew it. But they've also come out with lower versions, because digitized software can often be expensive, and not everybody wants to do it in-house. But Wilcom Workspace and Studio allows you to take a digitized file, recolor it, create colorways, and then upload it into DecoNetwork software. It works like a dream. So Wilcom, great software, but just realize they have different levels. You can use the one that you do all the work, or you can just do it where you can convert the file, just like if you were to take something into Illustrator or Photoshop and change the color scheme there.